The capital of Puerto Rico is San Juan, which is known for its well-preserved colonial buildings. The population of Puerto Rico is a little under 4 million, and the currency is the US dollar. Some typical foods eaten are pastels, arroz con gandules, and pernil, which are fun foods to eat during comidas al aire libre, which is when many Puerto Rican families go to parks and beaches and eat all day. The most famous rainforest in Puerto Rico is El Yunque, which is home to the coqui, which is a tree frog, and a waterfall called the Cascada de la Coca.
El juego is juice. La leche is milk. Los huevos is eggs. El pan is bread. La sopa is soup. La manzana is apple. El yogurt is yogurt. El cereal is cereal.
Note grammatical. Interrogated words. Interrogated words are followed by conjugated verbs to ask a question. Notice each interrogated word has an accent up here and down here.
To start with nouns. If what is liked is in singular, use gusta. For example, they are me gusta, te gusta, le gusta, nos gusta, les gusta. And if what is like is in plural, you would add an N in the gusta. So you would say me gustan, te gustan, le gustan, nos gustan, and les gustan. Examples of the singular gustar. Me gusta hablar por teléfono. Examples of gusta in plural form. Me gustan comer las manzanas, las galletas.
Traditional cooking in Puerto Rico is known as a la cocina criolla and includes Spanish, African, and indigenous influences. Tostones, fried plantains, are a common side dish. Popular snacks are alacapurrias, fried plantains stuffed with meat, and bacaletos, codfish fritters. In El Salvador, traditional cuisine blends indigenous and Spanish influences. A typical food is the pupusa, a corn tortilla filled with beans, pork, and cheese. Pupusas are often served with currido, a spicy coleslaw. Samita, a sweet bread layered with pineapple marmalade, is also popular.
In Spanish, the letter R, if used in the beginning of a word or double in the middle of a sentence, is to be rolled with your tongue. Rosa, pizarrón.
Me llamo Maria Triel, and I'll be talking about the present tense of ER and IR verbs. Regular verbs that end with ER and IR work a little differently than AR verbs. Example of an ER verb like vender is yo vendo, tú vendes, usted vende, nosotros vendemos, and ustedes venden. An example of an IR verb like compartir is yo comparto, tú compartes, usted comparte, nosotros compartimos, and ustedes comparten.
The verb has here is irregular in the present tense, only in the yo form. The rest of the forms follow the same pattern as the ER verbs.
In Old San Juan, you'll find cobblestone streets, Spanish colonial buildings, and many plazas as Puerto Rico's Spanish heritage. The Plaza de Colón is popular with both tourists and locals. A statue of Christopher Columbus is in the center of the square, including plaques commemorating the explorer's achievements. This is my family tree. Let's start on my mom's side of the family. These are my los abuelos, my grandparents. My la abuela is my grandmother Jean, and my el abuelo is my grandfather Ray. These are my los tios, my aunt and my uncle. My la tia is my aunt Edie, and my el tío is my uncle Don. My la prima is my female cousin Jenna. These are my las tias, my aunts, Sue and Janice. This is my la madre, como una chica, when she was a little girl. Now let's go to my dad's side of the family. These are my los abuelos, my grandparents. My la abuela is Peggy, my grandmother Peggy. My el abuelo is my grandfather Bob. This is my la tia, my aunt Kathy. These are my los primos, my male cousins, Matt and Ryan. This is my el padre, my dad, or father, como uno chico, when he was a little boy. These are my los padres, those two grown up. They had me and my la hermana, my sister Jamie. Together we are la hermanas, sisters. This is my la hermana sister, el perro dog, Hannah. This is my la hermana, el perro, Riley. This is my el hermano brother, conejo, rabbit, Jackson. This is my el hermana, el perro, Allie. Los meses, months of the year. January, enero. February, febrero. March, marzo. April, abril. May, mayo. June, junio. July, julio. August, agosto. September, septiembre. October, octubre. November, noviembre. December, diciembre.
Use the verb tener when you want to talk about how old somebody is. For example, ¿Cuántos años tiene tu amiga? Means, how old is your friend? In the sentence, tiene is used to ask how old somebody is.
In Spanish, possessive adjectives agree in number with the nouns they describe. There are singular possessive adjectives and plural possessive adjectives. The single possessive adjectives are me, my, tu, your, su, your, and formal, su, him, her, or it, and nosotros, nosotras, our, and su, their. The plural possessive adjectives are miss, my, tus, your, sus, your, and formal, sus, him, her, or it, and nosotros, nosotras, our, and sus, their. For example, es mi hermana. For example, son mis hermanas.
Hola. Hola.
Cultural. Puerto Rico has three main political parties. Partido Popular Democrático, which means that the political party is in favor of keeping the same political status. Partido Nuevo Progresista, which means that the political party wants Puerto Rico to become the 51st state of the United States of America. Partido Independiente, which means that the political party wants to gain their independence from the United States of America.
To give the date, use the phrase SL, then the number, then de, then the month. For example, hoy es el 10 de diciembre, or today is the 10th of December. SL is the beginning of the phrase, diez is the number, de is the middle of the phrase, and diciembre is the month. The first of the month is different. SL primero diciembre, or today is December 1st. SL is the beginning of the first thing. Primero is 1. De is the middle of the phrase, and diciembre is the month. The year is written in thousands and hundreds. For example, 1492, 1400 is 1400, and 92 is 92. So put those together and you get 1492.
Relatives are expressions used to compare two people or things. Some examples are más que, more than. Mi abuela es más artística que mi padre. My grandmother is more artistic than my father. Menos que, less than. La clase de ciencia es menos divertida que la clase de inglés. Science class is less fun than English class. Tan como, as. Tus hermanas son tan serias como la maestra. Your sisters are as serious as the teacher. When a comparison does not involve an adjective, use one of these phrases. Más que. Me gusta ir al gimnasio más que ir a la biblioteca. I like to go to the gym more than the library. Menos que. Me gustan las hamburguesas menos que la pizza. I like hamburgers less than pizza. Tanto como. ¿Te gusta hablar tanto como escuchar? Do you like to talk as much as listen?
Pronunciation. The J in Spanish sounds similar to the English letter H in the word hello. Jamón, mujer, joven. This is Rafael Tufino. He was born in New York and moved to Puerto Rico, his parents' homeland. His work reflects people and culture of Puerto Rico. In addition to paintings like La Vendora, he painted many portraits of his mother, giving them the title Hiota. This reflects not just his mother, but Puerto Rican women overall.
A quinceañera is a very large party celebrated with family and friends of the upcoming age of 15. As you can see here, this young lady is wearing a very large dress, which is typically worn throughout the whole night. The mother, father, and young lady will then make speeches. There will be traditional foods and or foods of their liking served at the quinceañera. There will also be cake served. The father then takes a typical shoe, then puts on a high heel. During the father-daughter dance, the maid of honors and people in her royal court will then join in.